Were the New Deal programs constitutional? Have you ever wondered about the legal standing of the New Deal programs initiated by President Franklin D. Roosevelt during the Great Depression? These programs were designed to revive the economy, but they faced serious constitutional challenges. Let's break down what happened and why it matters in the context of Republican Party history and critical elections. The New Deal was a series of policies, programs, and projects aimed at addressing the economic crisis of the 1930s. It included initiatives for job creation, agricultural support, and industrial regulation. However, many Republicans viewed these programs as an overreach of federal authority. They believed that the New Deal threatened individual liberties and state rights. One of the key pieces of legislation was the National Industrial Recovery Act. This act aimed to regulate industries and set minimum wages. However, it was struck down by the Supreme Court in the case of Schechter Poultry Corporation versus United States in 1935. The court ruled that the act exceeded federal power under the Commerce Clause, which allows Congress to regulate interstate commerce. Another significant program was the Agricultural Adjustment Act. This act sought to raise farm prices by reducing agricultural production. In 1936, the Supreme Court declared it unconstitutional as it interfered with state authority and exceeded Congress's powers. From a Republican perspective, these programs were seen as a dangerous expansion of federal power. They argued that such measures infringed on individual rights, particularly the right to farm contracts, which is protected by the 5th and 14th Amendments. Many Republicans felt that the New Deal programs overstepped the limits set by the Constitution. The constitutional challenges led to a significant confrontation between the Supreme Court and President Roosevelt. This conflict culminated in Roosevelt's controversial attempt to pack the Supreme Court with more justices who would support his policies. This move was met with backlash and further solidified Republican opposition to the New Deal. In the broader context of Republican Party history, the New Deal programs symbolize the democratic expansion of federal power. Republicans have historically opposed such expansions, reflecting their values of limited government intervention and the protection of individual rights. The debates surrounding the constitutionality of the New Deal programs continue to influence political discussions today. Understanding this history helps us see how the Republican Party has evolved and how critical elections have shaped its stance on government power and individual liberties.